Hi everyone, my name is Ariane and welcome to my channel Literary. Today I'll be going through all the books that I'll be attempting to read in the month of April. The first book that I will try and read is The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. This will be a reread because I read it last year and I really loved it. I gave it 5 stars, but I've forgotten everything that happened in it and I really want to finish the trilogy. This is a fantasy that takes place in a world where the evil guys actually won and has been ruling over the world for 1,000 years. In this book, the Scar people have always been treated like slaves and they always live in misery and fear. What will happen to them? Every attempt that they have made within those 1,000 years has failed, so no one has any hope that anything will get better, so they're living really miserable lives. So we follow a Scar girl on the street, her name is Vin, and she has a special power. She is one of the Mistborn. The Scar aren't meant to have this sort of power. She has to hide it or she might be killed. I'm super excited to get to this one because I really want to get into Brandon Sanderson's Cosmo universe. This first trilogy is one way to get into this world. Another book that I will be rereading in April is Skullduggery Playing with Fire. This is the second book in the Skullduggery Pleasant series, and I'm rereading this because once again I have forgotten everything that happened in the series and I really want to go back to this world and catch up on what's happening so I can be up to date. It's a really long series. The 14th book is coming out next month and I just really want to catch up to it. I have the first 9 books somewhere here, and this follows Skullduggery Pleasant and a girl called Stephanie who work together defeating bad guys and saving the world. Just that basic fantasy stuff. But I love it. It's really fun and easy read, which I can pick up in between darker books like The Final Empire or to get out of reading slump. And the next book I want to read is a manga, and it is Fruits Basket, the collector's edition, and this is the 4th omnibus. I really want to complete this series because the 3rd season of the anime is coming out and I am so excited. Since this is the 4th book in the series, I can't really tell you what's in here because spoilers. This follows a girl called Toru and she finds herself homeless after her mother passes away, but then she's invited to live in the Soma house where she learns about their dark secret which has plagued them for many years. Although it's a cute fluffy shoujo, it also has some darker themes, and this has been many people's favourite manga. And I just really want to know what the hype is about. Another book I will be rereading next month is Battle Royale by Koshin Takami. I am rereading this because I recently saw the live show by Spoops and Maddie for the Burned Books Club. I read this last summer and I sped through this in I think one day and I absolutely loved it. It's one of my favourite books and I just want to get immersed in this world again. Hopefully it will live up to how I remember it and still be a 5-star read. This is a Japanese translated novel and it follows 42 students as they get picked to participate in this program where it's a battle to the death, a battle royale where they have to fight and only one person can survive. They are taken against their will by this random selection and they realise that there is no way out and they have to end up killing each other, and you can just see what goes through their mind and how certain people change completely due to the circumstances of this book, and I just love reading about how their psychology changes from this. As you can see, I have a lot of tabs in here because I just have had so many feelings about it and it was just such a great read, so I'm just ready to reread this again. Another book I will be reading is something new in my collection and it is Sythe by Neil Shusterman, and this trilogy has been blowing up on BookTube and I really want to see what it's about. I just really want to finish this trilogy. I have read the first one before but I just can't remember anything that happened from it, and this seems to be a pattern in all the books I'm rereading. I just have a really bad memory when it comes to books. This takes place in a dystopian world. No one dies naturally anymore and there are these people called sythes and they have to glean people, as in kill them, so they can maintain the population. This is because when people get old they can do this sort of surgery and become a younger version of themselves. We just see how this affects people psychologically and how there can be good sides and bad sides. We just follow Citra and Rowan as they get selected to be scythes in training. They find out that only one of them can become a scythe. One of them has to glean the other. They are in this competition which they do not want to be in for this role that they do not want. So I just can't wait to get to this world again and just finish the trilogy because I just want to finish the series I've started. Another book I want to read is Anne of the Island. I have the whole box set and I just have never read it before. I've read the first two. Hopefully this will be my favourite one because it is a university setting and we can see Anne grow up, and hopefully a ship will sail in this book, so fingers crossed. Another book that I will hopefully get to is I Am a Cat by Soseki Natsume. This is another Japanese translated novel and it is in the point of view of a cat. We just follow the entire life of a little kitten who spends his time just watching the humans and seeing what they get up to. It might be a sad read, hopefully not, but maybe it'll make me cry, and I just can't wait to get to it and see the life of this little kitten. The next book is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I've never finished the series before. I've tried to read it several times but DNF'd it. So many people love this book on BookTube and I just need to know how it ends. So I will be trying to slowly get through this series. I've just realised that I have so many chunky books on my TBR, but I've actually read a lot of books in March, so hopefully I can do the same next month. I've already read like 10 books, so maybe I can do it. The very final book is The Hobbit. This is the prequel to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which I also do want to get to, but it's really intimidating. I've got one of the all-in-one editions and it is so chunky and it's so intimidating. The font is tiny. So this one is the prequel. This is aimed at children. The font is bigger and it's skinnier, so hopefully I'll be able to read this. This is a good introduction to the series and we get to learn more about Bilbo Baggins. That is it for my April TBR, and comment down below what books you'll be reading next month. I hope you enjoyed my video and please give it a like if you did, and if you want to see more content like this please give it a subscribe, and bye!